Alright, chosen ones. So I'm going to teach you something about monitoring spirits. And we're not just talking about these bugs which is flying around your house, those funny creatures buzzing around your rooms. No. We're not talking about spiders. We're not talking about lizards, cockroaches, rats, mice. All those are monitoring spirits, okay? And I made a little bit give you an insight of what you can do. Now, chosen ones, you have to understand, monitoring spirits are not your friends, okay? There's a reason as to why they call them monitoring spirits. They are not your friends. They have no business with you, and they have no good intentions for you. So, what you really need to understand, whenever you have something big going on in your life, you are very close to a breakthrough, you are going to run into monitoring spirits. Out of the blue, you see these cockroaches running around your house, you see these rats, they don't know where they're coming from. Okay, in that case, when you see them, you have to stop whatever it is you're doing, okay, and pause for a minute, and first of all, get rid of them. I don't know if you have to spray the house, disinfect the house, I don't know what you have to do, but you have got to stop whatever it is you're doing. Because monitoring spirits, what they are doing, they are transporters of information. They transport information to your enemies. So they are spying on you, what it is you're doing, getting information from you. They're the gang stalkers from the spiritual realm. So stop what you're doing. Just stop what you're doing. If you are doing some craft or whatever, pause. And first of all, deal with them and then continue until you know that it's all clear. But the ones that I'm going to talk about today, those are the human form of monitoring spirits, the people. Have you ever been close to a breakthrough, chosen ones? And you run into some people, you're moving around, you run into this person, and they start asking information about you. Oh, tell me more about you. Hey, where are you from? What about your family? Yeah, where do you live? And all those kind of stuff. Those ones, they are going to come, they represent themselves in human form. It will be a random stranger. They don't know you. You don't know where they came from. And now they're asking things about you. Every little detail, and sometimes they're asking very personal things. That is when you know you are dealing with the monitoring spirits. And it doesn't even necessarily mean that that particular individual knows that they are monitoring spirits at the moment. It could have been a takeover. They could have been taken over. Let's say in that particular minute, or maybe seconds or hour, it's a takeover. It's a takeover, and then they are asking every little thing, detail about you. How about your family? What about this and this? Tell us that and tell us this, your names and all that stuff. You have got to understand you are having an encounter with the monitoring spirit. Now, what you need to understand, the more accurate you are, the more easier for them to attack. So when you're too accurate with your information, you tell them your names and your family members and this and where you live and all that stuff, what you're doing, then that's easier for the enemy to attack. Because I've told you that these are transporters of information. So the more distorted information you give them, the better for you. Okay? So you have got to give them distorted information. This is where it is allowed for you chosen ones to lie. As soon as you identify a monitoring spirit, you are allowed to lie. Okay? In that case, you are allowed to lie, to tell a lie, for example. You can now tell them something different about you, family, or what, and whatever, depending on what they're asking for. But in most case scenarios, I advise you just to stop talking and walk away entirely. Don't even say anything. But sometimes you are caught in a situation whereby you may have to communicate. First of all, very important, do not shake their hand. When you shake their hand, you're coming into an agreement between you and them and the person, wherever they are coming from. You're coming into agreement. And then when you start talking, they are now going to start transporting that information back to that particular person, individual. They are masters. They also have their masters that they're working for. So that is where, chosen ones, you are allowed to lie. Tell them anything. Just say anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to make any sense. Just say anything. Okay? And be very brief, and then walk away. So a monitoring spirit is not your friend, is what I'm trying to tell you. Those people, they're not your friend. Anybody who has or wants a lot of information from you, you don't know them, you have no close communication, contact with them, you are dealing with monitoring spirits, and they're not your friends. The more you understand how to fight spiritual warfare, chosen ones, life becomes too easy for you. You have noticed many times, probably years ago, whenever you was around the breakthrough, very close, something is happening in the universe is preparing something massive for you. One of them shows up. Oh, hello, they want to shake your hand. Maybe they give you a hug. Maybe they are sitting down with you. They are telling you everything, and they want questions and answers from you and all that stuff. You are dealing with one. In most cases, when you know that you're close to a breakthrough, even if you may not see or know that already, it is very important to avoid people that you do not understand. Do not share information with those people. They are not your friends. They are not your friends, chosen ones. Listen to me. They are not your friends. They have been sent. They are on an assignment. Is why they call them monitoring spirits. Those are the spiritual gang stalkers. Okay? You're being gang stalked spiritually. You don't know that, but you're being gang stalked spiritually. So, give them distorted information. Don't share anything with them. Because the enemy sends them purposely to fish for information from you. Because you see, a monitoring spirit operates at a different frequency. It's a very lower frequency, and sometimes they cannot tap into your vibration. They cannot tap into your frequency. So they need somebody who is going to help them give information. So they send those people randomly, and it can be a random stranger. Out of the blue, you don't know this person, where they came from, and now they're starting to talk to you. Don't share information. Give them distorted information about you. Don't tell them nothing. That's how spiritual warfare works. When you know how to fight, you win. You have got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, we are battling spiritual warfare, especially if you're a chosen one. Day in, day out, 24 hours a day. So that is a free pointer there. Now you know what to do. The next time if you run into those strangers who are trying to put their nose into your business, know everything, you either say nothing at all, do not shake their hand, walk away from the scene, or if you have to, give them distorted information about you and be as very brief as you can, and then you walk away. That is how you win. So they have nothing to work with. Sometimes it can even be something as simple as your name, to destroy your manifestations, to destroy your breakthroughs. It can be something just as simple as a name. That's all they need. Tell them something different and walk away. Even sometimes you don't have to tell them nothing at all. Just walk away from the scene. Okay, so I'm very sure that you guys are familiar with this scenario. Maybe you're not. Now you know what to do. The next time it happens, stay prayed up, stay protected. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session if you want to. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I will see you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.